guys, it's us here, my MADMAN, and today we are here with a podcast, the MADMAN Podcast, and I'm here with Doodle and CMoney for the ride.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, yes.
We are here. Another week, another podcast.
That's right, baby.
Fun topics.
Very fun topics.
Let's go.
You might laugh just hearing them. Let's get started with
That would
something.
be a funny topic.
Yeah, it's
Not
very
a
funny.
fun topic. Fun doesn't require laughter. You know what I'm saying?
So much fun. You know what's fun? Playing Pokemon. And Pokemon developer Creatures looks to hire for next-gen hardware.
Woo.
So they want
pretty
people who can work
Yes.
with next-gen hardware to work on something related to Pokemon. Now, could this mean just an application? Could this mean an actual full-fledged video game? God knows. But we know that something's coming down the line and we have to pay attention. So let's pay attention.
All right. Let's see.
So the dopeness of this is it's letting us know that Nintendo will eventually come out with a new system.
It has to happen. I mean, they're already
Letting
working
us
on it.
know that things are simmering.
It's simmering for sure.
Yes.
I can imagine a real next-gen Pokemon. Like, they made the Switch versions of the Pokemon game, which are really dope. Like, I like them. I'm looking forward to Scarlet. But it's a matter of whether they're going to actually make it next-gen. Like, how next-gen is this going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to really go in, put that extra detail, make it look like something of today's relevance? Or is it like, quote-unquote, Nintendo next-gen, which will take it from the 360 era to like the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 era?
That would be a huge step up.
Well, it would be sad though.
Well, don't expect like PS5 or Xbox Series X level graphics, because that's not happening.
You don't think so? You don't
No.
think if the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out in a couple years, right?
I
My
think that-
fingers are crossed for this upcoming year.
I think that at the most, it'll look like an Xbox One X or PS4 Pro game.
See, but that's just gonna never ever be satisfying to me.
It will never satisfy you. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always gonna be,
Worse.
yeah, like, come on, man. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo is like, okay, we've been giving up this power race this whole time. Now we're gonna sneak attack. We're gonna sneak attack Sony and Xbox. You know why? This is why. I didn't even wait for your answer because I wanted to make sure you knew why. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sony and Microsoft, PlayStation and Xbox, tale as old as time. They have been making their consoles this generation and last generation from our friends over at AMD. AMD is the people, or is the company who is making the hardware for both systems. Okay? That's why they're so similar. Now, AMD in PC land is actually second. They're second to the big green monster, NVIDIA. NVIDIA just released the NVIDIA 4090, which is the monster that's in our PC right here. And it's a beast. Okay? Super powerful. AMD just unveiled their new system and their new graphics card, and it doesn't even hold a candle to where 4090 is, right? So back when the Switch was made was very different times. Where we are today in the world of NVIDIA. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the big difference is that NVIDIA makes the Switch hardware. Okay, so they make the graphics, they make everything that goes into that system. Back in 2017 and before 2017, obviously, when they were coming up with everything needed to be in the Switch, it was a whole different landscape of where we are. Over the last couple generations, 3090, from the 2080 to the 3090 to 4090, huge leaps and bounds that NVIDIA's making. Well, come next year or the year after that, that's when the Switch is going to come out. I think NVIDIA is going to want to flex their muscles. I think NVIDIA is going to be like, let me show you what we could put in a Switch compared to what AMD puts into a console.
Ooh, interesting. Maybe.
All right.
I feel that. I
All
feel
right.
like it's time. I feel like it's time for Nintendo to come out. Think about it. At that point, if it's next year or the year after that, it would be 3 to 4 years after the Series X and PlayStation 5 came out. Just like the Xbox, just like the Xbox 1 and PlayStation 4, they were about 4 years in when the Switch came out.
Yeah.
Same amount of time in the next year or two. And by then, last year, the 3090 came out. NVIDIA made the 3090. This year, the 4090 came out. Way more powerful. Imagine in a year or 2 years what NVIDIA is going to be able to have ready for the Switch. Now, if the Switch 2 is anything what I believe it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be a replacement to the original Switch. I think it's going to be just the next level add-on. So I think what will happen is that they'll be able to make it more expensive while the Switch stays cheaper.
Okay.
And they're going to get all the double dippers. So everybody who already has a Switch who's ready for the upgrade, plus new people, but they still have that
The
entry
Switch
point.
too, yeah.
So I don't know. What do you guys think of my theory?
I don't
Am I
know.
crazy?
Works. It does work. That's for sure.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
I mean, if I feel like it's been enough time that's what something should come exciting from them. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is that they are pushing these Switches out like they are hotcakes. They are making the OLED version, the Pokemon version, the Splatoon version, and I don't know what else they're going to make before the new Switch comes out, but they keep making them and people keep buying them and they keep selling out.
That's
So
true.
maybe this is their last big push, right? Throw some
Yep.
design on these things before they move on to the next system and really squeeze out as much money as they can from the Switch.
I agree, man. What do you think? You think they're coming out with the new Switch soon that's going to be more powerful? What are your take on
I
it?
don't know. I feel like that if the Switch was so gosh darn successful, I mean, for the first time in a very, very long time, I think the first real time, they're actually slowing down in sales a little bit on the console. So I think that maybe they already confirmed they're working on their next gen console. But the real question is, when will it come out? I think 2 years, because I think they'll try to milk it a bit more. They have their Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Metroid Prime 4 still has to come out. There's still some big ones that haven't come out yet. So I think that give it 2 years time, and I think there has no choice but to be a next Nintendo console.
How can their sales have slowed down if everything is sold out? You can't find most of their systems.
Well,
Yeah.
now it's okay. I mean, now if you walk into like a Walmart or Target, you'll find a Switch just fine. It's just certain special editions that are a bit harder.
I think the
Yeah,
special edition are probably the harder ones to get.
Those got snatched up real quick.
I don't know. I mean, everything eventually slows down. You eventually reach a certain mile mark, and they sold a whole bunch.
They have sold a lot of units. It's insane how successful the Switch has been.
Man, didn't you say it was like 100 and what is it? 114?
I did not say that, but that leads into what we're going to talk about next. The Nintendo Switch. Nintendo has confirmed that Nintendo Switch has officially hit 114.33 million units sold in its lifetime so far.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they're up to about 114 million. I mean,
Roughly.
how many more are they going to realistically sell? I mean, I don't know, but that's pretty.
They need about 2.87 more units to overtake the PS4's throne as the fourth highest selling console of all time.
Well, they're going to pass it for sure. I mean, I don't think
Eventually
there's any
they
question.
will. Yeah.
You said they only need 2 more million, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They average about 20 million a year.
Dude, just for the holidays alone right now, you know how many people are going to be picking this up for their kids?
This year, they're going to pass for, what's the one above it? Do you know?
The Game Boy. They need 4 million in 4.36 million.
That's
to take
it?
over the Game Boy. Yep.
Only 4 million?
So
That's
they're
going to get passed. What's
right
after that?
around
The DS. That's gonna be harder. It's at 154.2 million.
their own
That
system,
one is going to be,
though.
yeah, I think that one they probably won't hit before they come out with the next one.
Oof. Yeah, they
I
need
think they'll hit it.
39.69 million to overtake.
Yeah,
the
I
DS.
think they'll hit it because I think, like I said, they're going to keep the Switch going.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So in comparison, if they do put all this power into the new one that your theory implies, then potentially what people are going to look at is, okay, well, it's going to come at a cost.
Yeah.
You
At the very
understand that,
least,
right?
they
So
should-
they're going to be like, okay, this is the cheaper version. Let's go
Yeah.
pick up
Agreed.
the cheaper version.
And then
whoever
there's an
was waiting
undisputed
out.
king, which is the PlayStation 2 with 159 million units in its lifetime.
I mean, even 159, I feel like the Switch will pass
Yeah, it needs
through its
its
entire
lifetime,
through its
yes.
entire
it needs
lifetime.
44.67 million.
That's not
units.
that big. Like I said, they do average about 20, more than 20 a year. It's been 5 years, and they're at 114.
Yes.
So it's over 20 million units a year they sell on average.
And they keep refreshing it. They came out with, like I said, with the OLED. They've made the specialty ones, and who knows what else they're planning to do.
Yeah.
You know, they
I-
love doing things around like springtime.
I'm fingers
Like that's
crossed
their
to
time
announce it
to
next year.
release. Like,
Release it.
yeah,
That'll be epic. They have though maybe they don't even, maybe it's not the same. Maybe they just do it like backwards compatible. So like the new Switch is the new Switch, but it plays all the old games.
that would be great. That's taking a hit though, because they tend to switch. Like there was the disc, and it went like back and forth all over the place. But I feel like that will be a major hit for them to make it backwards compatible, because they will lose out on a lot of money. Essentially, they'll be selling the units, but all these games, it takes them like forever to come out with a new which one was it that took a really long time? Was it Smash, or
Huh?
did they make the Smash for the Switch? Was it for the Switch that they
Yeah,
made it?
Yeah,
And-
Ultimate. You talking about
Ultimate.
Yeah, that
The
was-
Ultimate that was made, there was a system that missed either the Smash or the Mario Kart, and it's like,
I don't know what you're
No,
talking
the
about.
new Mario Kart never came out.
yeah, they just
So they're
they just
skipping the Switch
transferred it.
generation.
Yeah,
Well, they updated it, but I think that was the only reason they did that, and the only reason that was able to happen was because nobody bought the Wii U.
that is
So
true.
it was very easy for them to justify, okay, well, let's put it out because nobody bought the shit. Think about it. They sold 100 million more than the Wii U right now.
Yes.
101 million.
The Wii U only sold 14 million.
I don't know that they will do that with their games.
Well,
though.
13 million. They
Make it
absolutely
backwards
would.
compatible.
The new
Nintendo's the
system,
worst when it
think
comes to
if
that.
they don't, people will riot. You know how many people own a Switch with all those games? If you're telling me that now I can't play my new games on the new Switch, people will lose their fucking minds. They would
Here's the
lose their
thing.
fucking minds.
We see Nintendo's this little angel. They're not. They are the worst when it comes to re-releasing. Yeah, they're worse than
That's the
PlayStation.
old Nintendo. The
I don't know. I'm with
the
Madman
Wii was
on this.
cocky Nintendo because they blew up on the Wii after the GameCube. They're like, oh man, we're so amazing. We could do anything. Let's make the Wii U. And then they got
Bitch slapped.
murdered. So then they got humbled. They made the Switch and they realized that the world they live in now, people would not buy them again.
I don't know. I enjoy the Wii U. The Wii U was
Wii U was
freaking
good.
It was a
fun.
good console. The
It
problem
had
is
great games.
it had
Yes.
quality content, but I think the biggest problem was the software droughts. If you look back on its release dates and like what came out, especially in the early years and the very end, there was barely anything. And if there was a big game, it would be months in between. Like it was a launch, then like Lego City, like a couple months later, then it was like nothing until like Rayman Legends and Pikmin 3. It's like it took too long. these
See,
games.
that's the only way I see them not like making these games backwards compatible. If it's the only way I see it happening, and the only way I see it not happening. If they have enough games that they know that even if they transfer the games and you're able to play them from the Switch to whatever new Switch, whatever they name it, right?
Mhm.
If they made enough games that they feel confident that people are gonna want to go and pick up the new games for it instead
new
of just
Switch?
yes.
Of course,
If they-
absolutely.
So if they make enough games for that, then yes, that makes sense. That they're like, all right, why not? And at the same time, if they don't make enough to like right off the bat have enough for people to want to go and pick up the systems, then they're definitely going to be cornered into doing that.
So they have just off the rip. They have the new Pikmin coming out.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't wait.
They'll make 2 versions of that, right? They'll cross like they did for Zelda. Right?
Well, is Pikmin the game that you're gonna be like, bro, we're gonna sell our new console with Pikmin 4? Like, no,
I'm not
that's
saying.
not gonna work.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. I'm not saying that that's like the launch exclusive window only. That's the only game coming out.
People have been waiting long enough for
I'm talking
a Pikmin
about the
game.
numbers of games that they.
At least I have.
Doodle was just saying, are they going to have enough games to get people to want to play? So you got Pikmin 4 they'll come out on both systems. So if you have the old one, you're set. If you have the new one, you have a brand new game, the better version.
This is all your twisted imagery in your mind.
Yeah, in this world where they come out with this Switch 2, okay?
It's all in your mind.
You got
CMoney,
Metroid
okay?
Prime, which hasn't even been re-announced.
Oh, no trailer. No
it's
trailer.
It was announced in 2018, and that's it.
Crazy how they do these things. They like announce a game, and then like 5 years go by.
Yeah, it's
and
gone.
nothing. Hush, hush.
So
And then boom, the game's coming out.
They basically said they made the game, and then they were like, "This is terrible," so they scrapped
they started over. So for all we know,
yikes,
that's going to be a launch title for the new system. Okay,
that
for all
would
we
be
know.
awesome.
You got the new Legend of Zelda, right?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. That they'll do cross, right? So they'll release it on the old system, but then re-release it on the new system.
No, the reason why, because they already have a release date. It's coming out this May of 2023.
Okay, and when they drop the new system, they'll
They're not just gonna drop it. They'll be like, it's probably gonna be months in advance. It's gonna be like, hey, just so you know, we're making something big.
Okay, and whenever that happens, they're gonna say we're gonna make it for the new system.
Yes, but aren't you suggesting that it's going to be backwards compatible in that they will just transfer whatever
that you can just play the old version. That doesn't mean that it'll look like the new version.
There's the hit right there, right?
You see, you can play the old game, but the new version is going to look better. Now, are they going to be like PlayStation and charge you for that new one?
Yes.
Or are you going to be like Xbox and straight up just give the free upgrade?
They're going to be like PlayStation.
They're probably going to be a PlayStation, but the point is that it'll happen.
Because Nintendo's sitting over there saying, we don't got that kind of money. We don't have Xbox money. Okay. What are you trying to suggest, CMoney?
Oh my God, that's funny.
We don't want to go broke like PlayStation.
So then on top of that, you have the new Mario Kart.
Yes.
You know they're not going to release a new Mario Kart on the Switch.
Nah, Mario Kart 10 will come out
not.
on the next Nintendo system.
Exactly. So that's going to be a launch game. Boom. That's going to blow minds. The new Mario, we haven't heard shit about it. Boom.
It is happening.
Another exclusive.
Mario, but
God.
I don't know what it is.
But are they really not going to make a new Super Smash? Like, come on, you can't make.
They're not going to do that.
Can't do that.
They can't do that. That's a problem. They won't.
But
you know
this
how
is the
much
thing.
money that licensing and how insane it was for the next Smash to be ultimate? Like Sakurai said, it should be at least 10 years till we get a new Smash game.
Listen,
yeah, I think they'll remaster it. I feel like when a new system comes, they'll upgrade the
graphics. With all that
graphics.
money that went into it, they did have an obscene amount of characters.
I do believe that they'll still add more people on a new Switch. When a new Switch comes, there'll be new additions.
Well, because new people are going to buy it.
Just like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Mad long later, they had these new tracks now coming in, right? They're going to do the same thing.
Is, there was never DLC for the Switch version of Mario Kart 8. They gave us 11 new fighters. So that's quite a bit. So
Mario Kart 8 or Smash Brothers? What are you talking about?
No, Smash Brothers. 2 fighter passes, 5 on the first one, 6 on the next one.
You mean
for Smash?
Smash Ultimate.
Why am I hearing him say Mario Kart, but then he says Smash? I'm confused. Am I messed?
You're messed.
For Smash. You can't hear fighters and be like,
that's why I thought. I'm like, dude, they're drivers. They're not fighters. Okay.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, well, either way, I think you're correct that they'll come out with more stuff.
Actually,
I think so. More fighters.
You brought up Smash Brothers, but I think one of the people at Square.
Yeah, I did. I said that myself.
Talking to yourself.
I was hoping that somebody would say something.
Hey, CMoney, I think you are correct.
Nobody said anything.
One of the people that's Square Enix that worked on Nier Automata. I don't remember his name, but he basically was a big part of near the Automata's development. It just came to Switch, and he was saying that he's very upset that it didn't come earlier because he wanted 2B to be into Smash Brothers, but she couldn't make it because she wasn't on.
All right, well, I guess 2B is next
See?
in line.
It'll be the first one in.
Maybe. I mean, she would be pretty fire in Smash. I'm just saying, but
There's a lot of people to put in there.
Maybe
Bro, I want
Master
Dante
Chief
in
will
Smash so
actually be
badly.
in Super Smash by the time they do, new
Bro,
characters.
That
Bro,
would be
Dante,
super
maybe
dope.
they'll have the
Characters.
Tetra
They need to
minnows,
do it.
the Tetris blocks.
Now, this is the real
Yes.
question. Is Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch?
No, but GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City are, so their
Okay.
protagonists can be in.
So I don't know if you've seen anything that's been going on our screen right now.
That's GTA
But
5.
this is GTA 5. Okay. This game released in 2013.
That could be on Switch.
This is the 2014 re-release for the Xbox One and the
PS4.
PlayStation 4. I don't know if this is the I don't think this is the
The Xbox One version.
the Xbox Series X upgrade.
No, yeah, I think you got to pay for that upgrade.
Yeah, did that come out already?
Yeah, I did. You could go. You'll find it in Targets everywhere.
Okay, so
What?
I don't know if this is it.
Mm-mm.
But I got to tell you, this world simulation where these cars just going around, like the world as it is,
Yeah, it
people just standing
continues
around,
as
the world just keeps going, like the trees, the
Mm-hmm.
birds, everything that's going on. It just had a rainstorm that looked
it did.
epic. It looked beautiful. Puddles all over the place on the grass and on the street in places that make sense. These people are ridiculously good. And if you're telling me that Nintendo doesn't think that for the next Switch, they don't want a piece of this pie.
Ouchies, Nintendo. This was a setup. We should have seen it coming.
We should have seen it coming.
We should have seen it coming. See,
Now,
money.
GTA 5 should actually be able to run on Switch because remember, it was on Xbox 360 and
But it
PS3
can't.
first.
Because
So-
if it could have, I promise you this much. Grand Theft Auto is one of the highest selling games ever. If there was a way to put it on the Switch with 114 million consoles out there,
Yes,
they
they
would
for
have
sure
done
would
it
have done it.
in a heartbeat.
Yes.
But they
And the
didn't.
fact that they're putting the older ones there,
Yep.
it's just those are the ones that can run on it.
No, but it runs on 360 and PS3 and the Switch is more powerful.
But it doesn't. But in certain ways, is more powerful. Not in
Right.
every way. Power consumption is not. They can't. The system, it runs on a battery. The Xbox 360 and the PlayStation
PS3?
3, you plug that in. The power allows the GPU to get more strength, to do more, and more sustained power. So this stuff, I mean, you would think, but again, like I said, if there was a way to do it, they would have done it.
I agree.
And they can't do it. So the Switch 2 has to be able to run GTA 5.
It has to. Maybe.
That's their bar.
The sales just keep growing and growing. And honestly, I think that the big thing about the Switch is that they gave new life to many franchises, which honestly would never have hit their stride if it wasn't for the Switch. Like Animal Crossing, New Horizons, which
That's
officially
true.
became the highest selling video
The
game
GOAT.
in Japan at 10.45
That's right.
million units in Japan alone.
That's insane.
That's impressive.
But that's in Japan. What about everywhere? Because the number is huge.
Overall, 39 point something million.
Dude,
units.
Animal Crossing, okay? The game that gamers want to laugh at,
yes.
right? The game that gamers think is just some little
shit.
shit ball.
Poor Isabel, you're making her
The-
cry.
Yeah.
Fun fact is that game fits on 90% of all their gamer games.
That's insane.
The Last of Us has not sold 39 million copies.
Ooh, that's crazy.
We'll see you sell 39 million.
You
Last
get
of Us
what
Part
I'm
2.
saying?
Yes.
There, Last of Us Part 1
let's
still
call
trying to
it what
hit
it is.
39.
Nobody supports their console like a Nintendo fan.
That is
That's
true.
wild, because there's a high chance that if you're a
That's
Nintendo fan,
seriously true.
you like majority of their video game library,
Yeah.
their output.
And you buy them all
Yep.
Yeah, because
twice,
That's why they don't
Or-
drop their
That's wild.
prices.
4 times, like some people.
there are people I've seen YouTubers where
Like some people on the microphone right now.
Listen,
When Metroid Dread was coming out, there's a thing like, please support this. Like, we want more 2D Metroid, so be sure to buy more than one copy.
Ignore what the comment was.
It's like, oh my God, bro.
But the reality is, some people buy 4 copies of a certain crossing that is occupied by animals.
So listen, all I'm saying is, no one saw this coming. Nintendo didn't see this coming.
Of course not.
No one.
So, and I'm so annoyed with them because they were doing such a great job, gradually giving us more for New Horizons. It was such a nice, it was tasteful the way that they were just keeping us engaged. And then they did what was it, Madman? The Direct, and they didn't even speak of...
Yeah, Nintendo Direct, I don't know what date it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, they didn't even speak of Animal Crossing. It was such a big deal, and our feelings were super hurt, by the way.
Well, I think the next Nintendo Direct, they did tease it, but then it just led into its own Animal Crossing Direct.
Yes, but they were releasing things gradually, which was like a nice way of having it happen. But then they held off for so long with any updates. So we got the swimming for the summer. When you saw that trailer where they were going to have you go in the water.
Oh my God, I had so many thoughts.
Oh my gosh, it was so freaking exciting. Everything was going great. And then, boom, they hit a wall and they just stopped giving us updates.
The problem is that Nintendo divulged all the content at one shot.
And that was the
problem.
Obscene. It became almost overwhelming to get all this stuff in one shot. Like, they should have released Cap'n and let us enjoy that.
They didn't plan for this shit.
Exactly.
Nobody knew. Let's call it what
yes.
it is. There's not a person at Nintendo.
They still don't know what to do with the money that came in from it.
Maybe some fucking douche at Nintendo right now is like, I told you, motherfuckers. You should have been ready for this. I knew it was going to blow up. But the vast majority of people at Nintendo were like, all right, let's put this out for the X amount of people that we know have been waiting for
We're
it.
not going to need to do many updates.
We're just going to put it out. They're going to be satisfied. They'll play it for 8,000 or no, 10,000 hours. Somebody on the
what is
mic.
Is that Grand Theft Auto?
Let's take a pause for a second.
Let's see.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Doodle has a
who?
You have a show called Doodles Never Have I Ever Played, okay? And it's about this young lady who is experiencing the vast majority of games for the first time because she doesn't play games.
I don't play games.
Except that she literally has about 10,000 hours.
All right. I think you're exaggerating.
10,000, that's obscene.
That's obscene. Thank you, Madman.
Okay.
It's 10,001.
Yeah, it's up there. Okay, literally like in those spectrum of thousands of hours.
Listen, I never stopped playing the game. I do agree. Like I'm saying it was overwhelming because I felt overwhelmed that when they gave us the Cap'n and then Brewer, and then they also gave us the job with the other island.
One shot? Like,
yeah, it was everything in one shot. And it was like, where do I begin? Right?
The funny thing is, I didn't think it was enough.
I didn't think it was enough. It's enough, though.
Listen, there's a certain... Go ahead.
It's like if you get starved for 2 weeks and you're like, please, just something. Like, you want something? They give you a mountain of food. Like, eat it all. And it's like, bro, wait, slow down. Like, geez.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I would say, bitch, weren't you just hungry? Fucking be happy you got this food. What's wrong with you? You're going to complain? I'll take all that shit back. Delete. Corrupt file. You ain't playing shit. You ungrateful fuck. The fuck out of here. Fucking begging for support. They give you a whole bunch of stuff. You're like, bro, slow down. How about you just play the game? But this is the thing. This is what they need to add ASAP.
But wait.
What?
All the other upgrades were free. And I think that because it was obviously it doesn't matter because they did give us a lot of content from the foundation of the game. They were gradually just continued to give us more and more and more.
Yep.
And then when that stopped, we were freaking losing our freaking minds.
Agreed.
Because we needed more. So
we did.
They did do it all in one shot, but that one you had to pay for, which was fine.
Well,
I mean,
not
more
everybody
than
had to pay
deserved.
for it. Because if you have online from with Nintendo, if you have their plan, It's free.
So I mean, it was good. Whatever.
So
I
listen.
played it.
Yeah, you
I
played
still-
as if you don't play.
She's probably playing it right now. We just don't realize.
But as literally right in front of her is her
You shut
Animal
your mouth.
Crossing Switch, just sitting there.
They're so darn cute.
Yeah,
How can you not be around it?
So, what they need to do, the finishing touches they need to add to really make this legit. Those mini games and those games that they have there, they need to turn them into actual games that you can play. If there's an arcade there, let's play the arcade. That little ice hockey, hand thing
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
that you could play
Mhm.
over there, let us play it.
Yes.
Right? Basketball
Like
court.
a real
let
mini
us play
game.
it.
Like
Yeah,
pull
like
you
your
out and
friends
you
come.
Horizons?
Yes.
Your friends come and
I
visit.
agree.
Oh my
Let's
God.
actually play these games. Oh, you want to go in the water? How about give us some surfboards, dude? Give us some surfboards
The-
and
the
let us surf
surfboards
on the water.
Are there.
They're there.
You just can't
Let's
use
let
them.
us use
Yes.
it, right? How about if I want my little Animal Crossing buddy to get buff? I saw gym set. I saw a treadmill. I want to
Yeah.
run on that
Because
shit
they
and
talk
buff
all
them
the
up.
time about their work. I'm like, bro, I didn't see you do shit. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, my legs are hurting.
Let's have some competitions. Let's see who can do the most squats.
and
Right.
actually
New
do it.
Horizons
Yes,
still
that
Let's
would
take
be
it
really
to the
cool.
next level.
All
And how
right.
about this?
New Horizons
We go-
still lacks features that New Leaf had on the 3DS. For example, RV cars still aren't there. Camping, no. There was also like if you had you could collect a Wii U console and a 3DS console in New Leaf, and if you touch the console, it'll be like, do you want to play the Deserted Island mini game? And they'll give you like a full-fledged game where you can legit just sit down and play.
See?
where
That
you
needs
had
to
little
be on there.
villagers in a little
Yeah,
island trying to
I
survive.
agree.
You know what I
Like,
want to do?
they gave us vehicles now, but you
oh,
can't
yeah, but
drive
you can't
them.
drive them. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, give me a city.
You turn on the lights and that's it.
Yeah, you
I
see that
have one
bullshit.
sitting right on the
Of
side of
course you
my
do.
house with
Of course
just
you
the
do.
lights on.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
Of course you do. I want to be able to go into my house, go into my living room, turn on the TV,
And
turn on the Switch, and play Mario
play
Kart
through that,
8
Deluxe.
Deluxe on my Switch.
that would be
in
crazy.
Animal Crossing.
That
Or better
would be
yet, play
crazy.
Animal Crossing New Horizons and Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah.
And play Animal Crossing New Horizons and Animal Crossing New Horizons and Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah. No, but for real, they need to, like, they let us go into each other's place, right? Great. What do we do there? We fish.
Yes.
We maybe
fish,
go swimming,
catch
which is just
bugs,
another way to
walk
fish.
to the museum, go get coffee now.
which is great.
By the way, what's the creepiest line in the entire game?
What?
When you go get coffee and brewer asks you if
Sir?
you would like some pigeon milk
Oh, that's
in your
disgusting.
coffee.
Would you like
That's
pigeon milk in
disgusting.
your
I'm like,
coffee?
oh no.
Give me 10 minutes.
So how about while we're sitting
Ew.
there? How about when we're sitting there drinking coffee, we can play a game with each other? You know,
Yes,
maybe
that
some
would be really
tic-tac-toe
cool.
on the table.
Whatever,
right?
something simple. But
Anything simple. Make it make sense.
and you know what else I
Volleyball.
don't
How is
like?
that not in there?
They do have you just can't use the stuff.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's just to like decorate. But I don't like the fact that at the cafe you can go and invite, like if you have the amiibo cards,
Mhm.
you can bring someone in, but you can only bring one person at the time. That's super annoying. Like
That is.
let's make this place popping, you know? Let's bring in some more people that I want to see at the same time.
Agreed.
Introduce them to each other. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, agreed. That's exactly what should be able to happen.
Yeah, but even the one on the phone,
Mhm.
the Pocket, whatever they call it, I played that for a little bit.
Pocket
Mm.
Camp?
Oh, Pocket
Yeah,
Camp?
Pocket Camp. Like
it was
they,
charming, and that's
Yeah.
where it ended.
but they were able to go in the water before New Horizons, and they had like floaties and everything from
Well,
what
to
I
be fair,
heard.
Pocket Camp was
You see what I'm
before New Horizons.
Like, you
so-
should have a full-size pool. Let's get in there,
Yes.
right? There's little lakes and little ponds.
Oh my
Let's
gosh,
get
there
in
was
there.
like a glitch that if you cut set up your ground a certain way and then you put the pool down, it can make it seem like you're in the pool. And we
Oh my
actually
God.
did that, like took a picture and stuff.
Oh
It's
my God.
crazy.
But look at what we have to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Instead of just hopping in the pool.
Instead of just hopping in the pool and have fun, right? Like, let's fill out the activities
Yeah, the
from
gaps.
tedious work stuff. You can do a lot of work stuff there.
Oh, yes.
Pull weeds, cut your grass, trim your trees, right? Fight
Water
bees.
your flowers.
Plenty of chores. How about let's add some of the fun stuff? You know what I'm saying? What do we do after the chores? More chores.
Do you like chores?
Oh, fuck.
When you think about it, it's so messed up.
It's
the
the
game
saddest
is so
game.
messed up.
It's
You're
crazy.
literally just doing work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I just got out of work. I can't wait to do more work with fuzzy animals watching me.
Yo, for real.
Oh my gosh.
It's
That's
crazy.
hilarious. But listen, I did play Assassin's Creed
Oh,
Which one?
Origins.
and I played the crap out of it.
Ooh.
Origins
nice.
when you
Yes.
got into, yeah,
Did
that
you
was,
beat it?
That was amazing.
That was an awesome game.
you
Yes,
beat
I
it?
played the whole thing.
Oh, really?
It
Cool.
was really good.
Did you beat Odyssey
That
or
was back
Valhalla?
before our,
No, I did
our
not.
streaming days.
Yes.
It would have been great to have that recorded.
Yeah, I love that game. That was so good.
Can't do that with Valhalla because it's about 150 fucking hours.
Bro,
Is it?
are you serious?
And I wasn't impressed by the game.
Doesn't look visually that great.
Yeah, I was
mean,
not
it's-
impressed. There's better. There's
it's
better
really
for
good,
sure.
I get what you're saying.
You know?
I mean, next gen
like we're
standards,
talking
though.
here Animal Crossing. Let's not bring
Yeah,
this
yeah,
nonsense
yeah,
in.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right?
Now,
So,
here's the thing.
Oh, look at that.
What do you think's
Man,
cuter?
that's stunning, dude.
Tom Nook from Animal Crossing or Kirby from Kirby?
Who's cuter?
Yeah, obvious.
I mean, you can't mess with Animal Crossing. All the
Really?
characters are freaking adorable.
Majority.
I
yes.
love them all.
Okay, but
They all have their
Kirby?
ways.
So
What?
not Kirby.
No.
So they're all cuter than Kirby.
Of
So they're all
course.
cuter than Kirby.
No,
I mean,
no,
Kirby
no, no,
is adorbs, but not at like you can't put them next to an Animal Crossing character, and I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, Kirby.
Oh my god.
Kirby's a
Well,
pink
it's all right.
blob.
Kirby doesn't
Yes.
need
He's
your
literally
reassurance.
just
Kirby
around-
has bigger things in mind. Like the fact that Kirby in the Forgotten Land became the highest selling Kirby game of all time at 5.27 million units.
Woo!
That's pretty sad, actually, but still.
Yeah, that's not impressive. Like, that's really not a stat to be running
To
around.
brag about.
Like, maybe for an indie game, but let's take a look at Kirby's Big Brothers on the Nintendo Switch and see where Kirby lands in the world of the Nintendo fan.
Mm.
Well, it's so better than Mario Strikers.
Well, I think anything's so
Battle.
better than Mario Strikers.
Pretty much.
That actually did really badly. I think it racked up 2 million so far, which, I mean...
But you know what you'll never see? You'll
What?
never see it on sale.
I know.
that's a nice one.
Oh
That's
my
a very
God,
nice
Black Friday sale. Let's see what Mario Strikers for.
$2.
Same price.
Same price.
Deal!
No, but
Maybe
they're-
you'll find it at Nintendo store in Osaka, Japan. Yup, I know. Nintendo Osaka is now open in Osaka, Japan. I thought it was going to be in Africa, but no, it's Osaka. Not
well, I
Anywhere.
saw
Why
some.
would it be in Africa?
because it ends with ka. Like Africa, Osaka.
All right.
What can I say?
That was something.
So I
Sus.
saw the pictures. And
It doesn't
darn
compete with the one that was in New York.
No, but I wanted to go when I saw the pictures. I was like, sign me up. They had a Animal Crossing section. It was so freaking
Oh, do
cute.
they?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. So bad.
A very Nintendo thing to do.
Yeah,
Would you
that
wanna go to
it would be
Japan
dope
just to
go
see
over
it?
there.
No. I would
Good
love to
choice.
see it.
No, we go to Japan to go to Disney in Japan,
Tokyo Disneyland.
which
Oh,
is
that would be pretty
in
epic.
Tokyo,
which is in
Japan?
Japan,
okay. So let's get there.
which is in Asia.
Jesus. So we go to Disney over there. Then we have to hit up. Is it Mario Kart Land over there?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
no. Universal Studios in Japan.
Okay, in Japan. God
There's
damn
Super
it.
Nintendo World.
Where's the? How can I? Oh Jesus!
Didn't they open up a Mario World?
A Mario World. Yeah. Well, it's Super Nintendo World.
Yes.
So it's not boxed in. Maybe
Is that
we'll
the
see a
same
Zelda
place as the
ride.
Mario Kart World?
No, not Mario Kart. Maybe there'll be a Legend of Zelda World. Maybe a Kirby ride or a
Wait,
Metroid
what?
ride.
I'm trying to get factual information here. What's the place that they opened in Japan?
Universal Studios over there, though.
But what's in there?
Mario stuff. I don't know. A cafe's there. There's rides.
didn't
there's
they
a Yoshi
open
one.
I thought there was like a Mario Kart.
There
or
is a
some
Mario Kart
shit.
one where you drive through Bowser's Castle.
Gotcha.
It's pretty fire, supposedly.
All right. Well, see, I would love to see that.
Yeah, so there's things we can see over there.
But supposedly, I think it's coming like 2025 or maybe 4.
Yeah, that's not done yet.
That's right. That's just about the time where we'll probably be able to go.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? There was like a Peppa Pig world, and the freaking characters look so creepy.
Peppa Pig, I think it's in
that's creepy.
Florida now.
Yeah, but it's like they were not made smoothly. I mean, for any Peppa Pig fan, though, like little kids and stuff will freaking love it.
The
But
Peppa Pig phantom
or
snapped.
freak out from seeing
I think he'll be really scared. Like, that is not what I looked at on TV.
Yeah, right?
No, because Peppa was facing forwards. That was a nightmare of every child.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's
Jeez. But
a
yeah,
bit much.
Peppa does have 4 eyes. That's a fact. So,
What?
yeah, think about that.
2 eyes on each side of her face is what he's trying to suggest.
That's not creepy at all. Ugh. But you know who I think about when I think of Peppa Pig?
Who?
Tom
Ooh.
Holland. And you know what Tom Holland's done recently? He signed a deal with Marvel and Sony to appear in 6 future Spider-Man movies. That's psychopath. Yes. That
Why
paycheck
would
must
he
have been
be a
good.
psychopath? He's like 28 years old.
I just hope
28.
that he asks
24?
for enough money
Let me see.
because
Dude, he
He-
probably got this. This deal is probably with a B in it. Probably
yeah,
He's 26.
billion-dollar bills. Okay, so all right. I said like 28, bro.
Mm.
I-
It's
Okay.
probably a ridiculous
Yeah.
sum of money. And why the hell not? Now, the joke's on Sony because what they don't know is Holland is only planning to stay fit for the next 2 movies. Then he's going to gain a ton of weight and start getting roles for his 30s.
Obese
That's-
Spider-Man.
listen, he is the best Spider-Man, I think. That
I would
Be
agree
careful,
for
the
that.
Tobey Maguire
As a
fandom will
person,
find you.
Like, as a character, when you see him, like how he looks and how he plays that role,
yes, the
I think he's
behavior,
the
yeah,
best one.
that when he's playing the
I
role.
like Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, but he was
because he
too
was-
old when he played Spider-Man.
But at
That
the
is
time,
true.
you didn't see it
No,
that
of
way.
course not.
You know what I'm saying? So when you go back, it's like, yeah, this guy's definitely a better Spider-Man. But at the moment, living at that time with him being my
you
Spider-Man,
kind of didn't notice, you know? It was just like,
No,
he's Spider-Man.
it was like 480p. Like you could
He's in
barely
high
see him
school.
on the screen.
What are those grays over there?
Mm.
You
Is
could
that a
not see
cane?
any definition on his face, so you couldn't see the wrinkles.
Yeah, right?
Jeez, man. That beard was huge. His next role was Santa Claus. My gosh.
That's funny. No, that's good for him, man. Lock in his money, make sure he has it. But that's a big commitment of time for himself. Like he has to stay in certain shape. He can't look older.
Well, I mean, he's under contract as well, which obviously keeps you from doing certain things. You know?
You know what still blows my mind?
What?
That he's British.
It
Yes.
does.
He is a British man.
Like,
you know,
He
it's wild.
plays Spider-Man,
Very
the American
well.
Spider-Man,
Mhm.
better than the American Spider-Mans that have come before him.
Yes.
That's insane. Well,
Well-
there's only been one live-action American Spider-Man that
Yeah.
meant something. You know,
I
Tobey
forgot.
Maguire. Andrew Garfield was
Oh
British.
my
That he's
God,
British
Garfield's
too.
British too.
Yes. So see, he's here to redeem.
Oh yes, I get it. I liked Garfield.
I did too.
Did he get 1 or 2 movies?
He got
2
two.
movies. He never got his
Okay,
trilogy.
he got 2.
Yeah.
Well, nobody saw the second one, so the third one would have been
Unnecessary.
just non-existent.
Unnecessary. But I think it's safe to say that this kid is gonna get a lot more than 3.
Well, he just signed up
He
for
just-
6.
exactly.
He already did 3. He's gonna have 9 minimum.
That's insane.
Do you notice that every time in Grand Theft Auto, when a woman walks by, it
They
zooms
zoom
in?
in?
That's pretty creepy.
Creep.
I mean, Rockstar knows what they're doing. Classic Rockstar.
Dude, next year that game's gonna be 10 years old.
Wow, that's insane.
It doesn't look like it. I tell you that.
Doesn't look 10.
Dude, look
It
at
looks 20.
the graphics on this shit is so good.
Man,
Madman's on
you're
crack.
on some other stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're hilarious.
Well, yeah, we all love Spider-Man and Tom Holland and all the whole gang and stuff like that. But there's a lot of Spider-Man mania coming because not only that, but there's also the Spider-Verse movies are continuing its successful trilogy and will conclude with Beyond the Spider-Verse in 2024. But what in terms of superhero news right now, today, at least at the time of recording, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has hit cinemas across the globe. And it's supposedly just okay.
People don't like it.
I mean, to be fair, everyone cried at the end for people who've seen it, supposedly. Like, it hit hard in the emotion.
spoilers.
Well, you know,
No
that's the way
spoilers.
you know a movie's good.
If you cry.
Everybody's
Movie shit throughout the whole thing, but at the end you make them cry. Don't you think maybe they're crying because the movie was so shit?
Mommy, don't make me sing! No! I don't know.
We've known and we've said it that these Marvel
Keep
movies
saying
have
it, man.
just been getting worse
But not
and worse.
Spider-Man.
No matter how.
Spider-Man. See, I don't know.
Actually, the last one I didn't see because I
But
fell
they-
asleep.
but
I mean,
they
no,
always
you didn't fall asleep. You were
I
awake the
definitely
whole
did.
time.
The
they-
one with Doctor Strange in it.
Yeah, you saw that.
I fell asleep, bro.
I'm sorry. I
could not
saw
tell
your
you.
face.
Yeah, my face was
Maybe
sleeping.
you're
Your eyes
thinking
were
of the
open.
Doctor Strange. I fell asleep like
Don't
five
you remember
times. We
Doctor
did like,
Strange was
we
in
had
it.
like
That
5
portal?
attempts to like watch Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange was in it with the jail cell, and they had the little thing, and they
Yes.
captured. Dude, I definitely fell asleep. I saw most of it, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is it put me to sleep.
But the
Well, it was
thing,
better than Far From Home for sure. The one where Tony Stark just died and they're on like Italy or something like that. It was better than that one for sure.
Oh, that one was
Yeah.
good.
I like
Well-
that one, but No Way Home was better.
I didn't like that one. No, the one.
The one in
I can't
Italy?
believe you
Yeah,
thought Mysterio was a
yes.
good guy. Like
The one with
honestly.
Mysterio?
Mysterious, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
everyone
I
thought he was
don't
a good
like
guy.
him.
That's
That
stupid.
was dope.
He's a established Spider-Man villain. Yeah, people. John Cena confirmed that he did think he was a good guy in the beginning. Like, come on.
Well, if he confirmed it,
Well, of course, John Cena.
no. But Spider-Man is just
Spider-Man.
regardless of whether the movie is great or not, it's just a more popular, in my opinion, like a more beloved superhero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Spider-Man-
I guess he
Spider-Man's
is.
just a universal icon. Everyone loves Spider-Man.
Yes.
I have a close friend that is a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. So, like, what can I say? It's just Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah, Spider-Man is definitely just more of a everybody loves.
So I
for
don't
most
have
people.
those attachments to these people.
Wow.
I prefer Batman.
Oh, I mean, CMoney does love
Batman.
Batman.
Is super dope. He's my favorite.
How could you?
So
money?
I don't look at
Why would you go there?
Spider-Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because
Why?
Batman doesn't need to get bit by a goddamn fucking spider to have powers. Okay? Batman doesn't have powers. He's just a fucking gangster. Okay? He
Batman
creeps the
just
night
has money.
handling people.
That's all.
Okay.
So
Money.
he's
If he had
able
no
to
money,
make
he'd be
all
like,
this
"No,
power.
sir, please
And a
don't."
death
No,
wish.
He doesn't
Let's
throw
face
dollar
it.
bills at people like,
Money. Money.
here's a
Let's
50.
face it.
That's going to hurt.
He's so upset in life. He just has a freaking death wish.
Okay,
so
but he
he
doesn't
goes
die.
out.
Except if you go by Gotham Knight and their
Oh, he's
lore
dead.
where Batman dies.
Wow.
That's how you know the game is trash.
And Commissioner Gordon. That sucks so bad.
Talking
And
shit about
sadly, we'll
Batman.
never be able to hear that soulful man's voice again because sadly, the unofficial official voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy, has passed away at the age of 66 years old.
Well,
that really
is
stinks.
Very sad.
That's very sad. That's young.
No.
Fairly young in the
66?
grand scheme of
It
things.
is very,
Yeah.
very young.
And no one saw it coming. He just voiced Batman in Multiverses, the popular video game. And everyone thought he
You
was fine. And it
most
just
people do
came
see
so
death
out of
coming.
nowhere.
I don't know.
Most people do see death coming. They're like, oh shit, that guy's around the block.
Madman.
Let's go ahead and do this other stuff right now because he's coming. Look at him. I see him. He sees me, see him. He sees me, see him, see me, see him. So I know he's coming.
I looked death in the eyes and I
Jesus,
said,
nobody
"Go
fucking
fuck
sees it coming."
yourself."
God damn it, man. Listen,
Jeez, what-
I didn't talk about Batman to give you some nice segue to this shit. All right. I was still talking about fucking the movies, okay, of Marvel.
Go on.
So the
See,
point
money.
of what we were saying is that it is in a decline and there's nothing safe.
That was
Wakanda
dark.
Forever, man, you were so gassed up to see this movie. you saw those previews, you were like, "Yo, this is gonna be the best Marvel
I
movie
really said that though.
ever
I thought it was gonna be the
released
greatest Spider-Man,
in the
Marvel movie
history
ever.
of movies released." And two seconds after the reviews came out, yeah, it wasn't that good. It's alright, but there's other movies coming. There's other ones coming
And
that are
they're
gonna
saying-
redeem us.
Yeah.
Pinocchio! The Pinocchio movie is gonna be the best movie ever. It's gonna be the best Marvel movie. Man,
What?
Pinocchio's not Marvel. I don't care. It's gonna be the best Marvel
Pinocchio's now
movie.
canon to the MCU. Actually, Netflix is supposedly pushing it to be nominated for Best Picture. They're making a campaign for it, apparently.
Get out of here.
Yup,
A person
Gilmore-
who made a
Guillermo del
movie
Toro, they
is
wanted
trying to
to
make their movie
That's-
nominated.
Listen, so
Yeah.
I didn't know this about the Oscars until I think it was Lin-Manuel and Encanto
Oh,
and
ugh,
the
that
whole
was
Disney thing, how
nasty,
they
bro.
didn't throw themselves into the whatever for
Imagine
the
being
songs.
Lin-Manuel in the Oscars.
But what happened?
Imagine being Lin-Manuel at the Oscars. He was probably throwing rocks at his wall. Like, it should have been. We don't talk about Bruno. I told those bastards. I told him.
Listen, it should have
Oh
been,
my
but
God,
I
they
didn't
butchered
know that
song
you like
over there.
nominated yourself. Like, hey guys,
No.
Here.
You have a
This
campaign,
is
like
it.
a political campaign.
that's so. I thought they just picked things that did well or
Yeah,
that
like,
were
why
popular,
would you not pick something?
right? But that's because it's all about the money. Like, nominate yourself, campaign around, throw some money at us, and we'll see if we pick you.
Well, needless to say,
What were we talking
Bruno
about?
was robbed
It
Oh.
was. I agree.
and
I agree.
horribly done dirty in a performance that was garbage.
it was so bad. Every song in that movie should have been thrown in.
Well, every single. That would be a long
just
segment.
send the soundtrack.
It had a phenomenal soundtrack.
It did have a very good soundtrack.
Yes.
It really did.
We don't talk about Bruno was the star of it all. It got a platinum record, I think. So I mean, it was huge when it blew up. Like, you remember when that thing came out? No one cared, but it came on Disney Plus in December, and it blew up like crazy.
But no one cared because of the trailer
Marketing.
that they put
They didn't
together.
market
They
the
didn't
shit.
market the movie.
didn't care
And then
about
when
it.
they did, it wasn't done properly. I didn't even know what the movie was about, and
me neither.
I didn't care to see it. And
And
then
it was-
we put
it's
on the
such a
You
movie.
dang
really
shame.
didn't want to watch
Yes,
it.
I did
Because-
not.
Even Disney's starting to value so little their animated movies. Yet Encanto was such a smash.
It's
they're
not their
making this-
animated movie. They didn't believe in the story that they had and the characters they
No,
made.
no. It's not just that, because now they have this new movie called Strange World, which actually looks really good. It feels different from
Wakanda
other anime movies that Disney's put out. It's like a sci-fi. It's in a future with like this weird world and like these
don't even hear
explorers,
it.
and it's a very mixed cast. There's some white, there's some black, there's a whole bunch of different races, and it gives everyone a moment to shine.
Well,
And
maybe
it looks so unique and different. It
It-
breaks away from that Disney mold a bit. But
Exactly.
they barely advertise it.
Do
and
you
it comes
hear
out this
what?
month.
Okay,
2
Madman,
weeks it
do
comes
you
out.
hear what you're saying? It's a diverse movie. They are not advertising
Exactly.
it.
It comes out in 2
They-
weeks.
They also didn't advertise Encanto, which was
Hardly.
a Hispanic movie, right?
Uh-huh.
So you see the pattern. I didn't see them lacking advertisement for Frozen, right? Did we see that? Not one bit.
don't think so.
It seems to be a pattern of the movies that they choose to throw. It's almost like they're doing it to be politically correct. Like, okay,
That's all
well,
they care
look, we
about.
did make the movie, right? You
Yeah.
saw them there,
real.
right? So it's almost like they're doing these movies for a check mark. Look,
That's
we're not
sorta.
racist, but we're not going to promote the stuff. We don't believe in it. We're not going to put this up for an Oscar or throw in the songs.
I mean, remember, Strange World is also going to be in theaters. What they're trying to promote right now is Disenchanted, which comes out right before Thanksgiving. They are trying to
actually
put more
excited to
focus
watch
on
that.
Plus and
Yeah.
subscribers, and they care less about the movies that go to theaters. Unless it's a Marvel movie, then they'll throw all the money at it.
I think it's more the point I made than anything else.
I mean, Black Panther, a black cast almost entirely, and they're like showing it like there's so many trailers and ads for it. Ever went to a McDonald's and they probably have Happy Meal toys, I guarantee you. So, like, you know.
And apparently
Well,
it sucked.
apparently, but see, this is the thing. I felt with the actor that was playing Black Panther that they should have given it a bit more time. They shouldn't have just go ahead. He passed away, and now just boom, throw out another Black Panther movie.
No, they've been making it and stuff like that. They've been making the movie since he was alive. He already agreed to it. They already made a script. After he died, they literally just like, all right, so we want to make this movie where we can mourn him and continue with our story. So what happens is that they basically took out Black Panther and then had the new Black Panther, or his sister Shuri, basically take his role essentially.
So was the movie in production, like literally filming?
Oh,
the
not
movie?
filming. They were like just about to.
Exactly.
Like
they could have put a hold on that.
Yep.
And this is the same way. They did the same thing with what's that movie with the young kid that passed away?
Descendants?
Descendants.
From Descendants.
Yes, they
Oh,
did
yeah.
the
Descendants
same thing
confirmed.
with Descendants, right? Cameron,
Boyce.
yes, he passed away, and he was one of the 4 main characters. They made 3 movies?
Yep.
And now they want to make the new one, and they asked the rest the rest of the cast
original
to come
crew,
back,
the first 3.
and they didn't want to do it without him. And it's like, have some. You gotta have some respect. Like, close that chapter. They did 3 movies already. Close that chapter. You want to start it again with new people.
Yep.
Well, but now it's Uma, and it's like a bunch of other characters that are now taking their place, basically.
Okay, but this is not something that should have continued. One of the main characters passed away.
How long ago did he pass away?
2020 he died. No, 2019. Before he didn't even see the pandemic happen. So yeah, it's been 3 years now.
See, like, I just feel
And
like
when did the Wakanda? When did
Chadwick Boseman
Descendants?
2020 in August of 2020.
yeah, it released after, I believe, the third one after he had passed away.
After
But it was
Karen
already
Boyce, yeah, it was a
filmed.
month after or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
But-
2 months.
I just feel like, come on, like, this has to, you can't take it that far. Like, calm the fuck down. Go get a new, you're really that hungry for that type of stuff to come in, that money or whatever. Go and
This
find a new.
is the thing. I agree.
a new reset.
I agree with what you're saying. That being said, the problem with Marvel and their bullshit is that all of these
They want to
movies
chain
link
it
into
together.
each other.
Yes.
So
They can't
if
just
they
pretend Black
keep
Panther never
holding
happened.
off this movie, it's going to prolong whatever movie's supposed to come after this movie. You know, whatever happens in this movie is going
It's
to change
changed
the
to the next
forward
one.
movie. So
That's true.
they kind of have to move it forward. If not, they got to push everything back or rework everything. And obviously, they could barely make a good movie anymore to begin with, let alone if they start trying to
start again.
start over and shit. So,
And the thing about Black Panther 2, or Wakanda Forever, a complaint about it was the fact that they kept trying to cram this new hero called Ironheart, which was to get her own Disney Plus series that will follow Black Panther. So it's basically become like, supposedly the core of the movie was solid, but they kept convoluting it with extra Marvel tie-ins, and they're trying to push this new character, and a sort of messy third act that kind of soiled it a bit. So,
well,
I
we
don't
talked
know.
about this before, right? Where it's almost like they don't want to let a movie be a movie anymore.
Yes.
It's like they have to have every movie be this grand, tie-in with the rest of the fucking series. So they have to plant all these seeds nonstop. Like back in the day, the seeds that were being planted were like
They made sense.
they made sense, and you didn't really know they were the seeds. Now they're being
Yes.
super obvious. Like, okay, we gotta talk about this girl a lot.
Because we're gonna
or
be
this
pushing
character
it.
a
We're
lot.
gonna go give them a series, or we're gonna do the next movie
Yeah,
about
like,
them. It's so in the know.
During the Avengers time period, you would have seen her maybe, or I'm saying her. I don't know if it's a woman. It's a character.
Who?
The character you're talking about.
Ironheart? Yeah, it's a woman.
Okay, so you would have seen Ironheart maybe once, or maybe really in the end credit scene.
Yes, and then that's
And
how
then it would be
they
like,
were
who's
introduced.
her?
Now
Oh my
they're
God.
throughout the movie. They
Yeah,
need their
there's
own
no more
story
mystery.
to,
I mean,
like,
she's essentially female Iron Man. So, yeah, literally.
Okay, so but the point is that they lost their finesse with it.
mhm.
You know, now it's just so obvious what they're doing that like they're not even trying.
Mhm.
Like before, they were not. We didn't know.
It was seamless.
We didn't know.
It was exciting.
We didn't know
It
Iron Man was going to be linked to Captain America. That was going to be linked to the other thing. We just saw these end credits. It was like, oh shit, is that part of? Wasn't? Why are they showing Iron Man in here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
there was a mystery around it. Now it's just like, it's just fucking standard shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what are they going to put here?
We started, we understand that now this is what you do, but sometimes just take it away and let us want it. It's too much.
Yeah, don't make every movie have obvious links.
That's why when they do unique stuff, like how they did that Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus, that had no reference to anything else, and it felt contained. And even if it wasn't the best thing in the world when we saw it, it was still a nice breath of fresh air.
Yeah, like a standalone.
Yeah, but it wasn't the best thing that we've ever seen, and
neither are the new movies that they're making.
It felt like it served no purpose. So there's a difference between having a self-contained good movie and like something like that, which was fine. There was nothing wrong with it, but it also wasn't like, oh my God, this is so cool. Right? Like it still needs to stand on its own. So just not having the links doesn't make it good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, supposedly it ties into the mutants phase for Marvel, because again, that was a mutant, the wolf guy. So like and Black Panther, the Namor or the villain of it is the first real mutant of the MCU. So they're kind of tying everything together. I think when when we can look forward to the most when it comes to Marvel now is Deadpool 3, in which Ryan Reynolds will serve his final role as Deadpool. Yeah, that's mostly it for him afterwards. He's retiring as Deadpool.
Well, I don't believe this to be true. But maybe it may just be because I don't want to believe that it's true. I can't imagine anybody else playing Deadpool but Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, he's Ryan Reynolds, you know?
Yes, like I feel like he became Deadpool to me. Like he was an okay actor, and then he was just Deadpool. And I freaking loved Ryan Reynolds ever since. Like it's been because of Deadpool. I feel like Deadpool unleashed his funniness, his capability, it was almost like he was being restrained, and then Deadpool happened and he just unleashed.
Well, he didn't have anywhere to unleash it before.
Yes.
Right? So whatever character he made, he was going into roles to be that character.
Yes.
Whereas now, since Deadpool essentially, I feel like, is a one-to-one for Ryan Reynolds, right? Like they are each other.
I feel that way.
Now, everything after him, when you go to see these movies, you're going to see Ryan Reynolds because he became something that was bigger because of Deadpool.
Yes, I feel like he was like Deadpool allowed him to say the jokes that he would find potentially inappropriate and that they're just funny, right? But not acceptable if they were told by Ryan Reynolds. So, oh, look, it's Deadpool when he says anything that may not be right, you know?
Yeah, which is what's crazy is that when you see him anytime, like in an interview or when we saw him a few times, he was on what's that old guy with the white beard? He used to be a big,
I know who you're speaking of,
late night host.
Yes,
Letterman?
Dave Letterman.
Yeah, Letterman.
Thank you.
He was on Letterman's thing, and David Letterman was at his house.
Yes,
with him and his wife. What's her name again? I forget.
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively,
which is
from
the best,
Gossip Girl.
Yes, she's from Gossip Girl,
which we love.
The best thing that came out of Green Lantern was that they met. I assume that's how they met.
Oh, that's how they met? She was in that movie?
She was in that movie,
that's dope.
which the movie was crap, but look at them now.
That's
They're
dope.
married.
They're a great couple.
They have beautiful children.
They have a perfect dynamic
they
together.
They really do.
It's really dope. But when he's there, like he's not like that at all. It's almost like he lets out these inner things that he has inside of him that he would never do in real life.
Yes.
Like act a certain way. Like there's a lot of actors who
live through the roles.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, like what's his name? Vince Vaughn, right? Remember Vince Vaughn?
Yes.
A lot of people probably don't know him anymore because
he hasn't made much
he hasn't
anymore.
been around a long time. But Wedding Crashers.
Oh my God, that movie.
Oh my God, The Internship
awesome.
or whatever. That was really good. He's done so many good movies, but it's always Vince Vaughn, right? It's him. It's
4 Christmases.
Yep. No matter what
Hilarious.
character he plays, it's always him.
Yes.
He doesn't change
It's
his
very
character.
specific.
He's one of those
yes.
actors that basically plays himself the entire time.
And when you see him in
Exactly,
real
man,
life, he's
that's right.
identical, right?
Yeah.
So
He behaves the same way.
So he's just being himself. Whereas if you look at Ryan Reynolds and like he does not act like any of this Deadpool stuff at all.
No.
Like he's not loud, he's not obnoxious, he doesn't say inappropriate jokes and all that fun stuff, right? When you see him out there, like when the way he presents himself.
Yes. For a clip, he'll say things or he'll write something on Twitter. But
Yeah, which is
Yes.
part of the
yeah.
part of the persona that he's putting out
His
there. But
charm.
just when
Yes.
you see him talking to a human, like he's not that way. You know, he's very kind of insular a little bit.
yes, he said that he had what is it, anxiety or
I mean,
like,
everybody has
he
anxiety.
I don't
said
remember.
yeah, every time before he comes out he still feels, you know, like it's hard for him or whatever. I don't
Wow,
remember
that's
exactly.
sad. But
But-
yeah, good things that I think he's gotten
Yeah.
better with it for sure. I mean, just look at him. Deadpool, you know?
Look, nobody does anything forever, man.
All I can think about is that because listen, all I can think about is that maybe there were some new rules for this third movie,
Mm.
right?
Or maybe not this movie, but maybe going
maybe
forward.
going forward they're gonna do a lot of editing that maybe keeps it from being the way that Deadpool is, right?
I
And
guess
maybe he
we'll
doesn't
see
want to
when
do
we see
that
it, yeah.
anymore, right? Either that or he will change his mind when they show him how much, you know, the contract is for.
I feel like he might not do another Deadpool movie,
Mm-hmm.
but
He might
I
make appearances.
still think he'll make appearances as Deadpool in other people's movies.
I mean, I don't know. He explicitly stated that he's
Maybe.
retiring from the Deadpool role.
They're not gonna. I do not believe him. I don't. They just started getting Deadpool
Yes,
into this
involved.
universe,
But see, that's the problem.
so he
they
doesn't
can
want to commit to the.
Well, the problem
Extra shit.
is that this world is very different. The Avengers, Deadpool is not censored, right?
Cool.
A lot of the things that he does and says are extremely
Like
inappropriate.
all the time,
Yes.
like every other
So,
sentence.
and that's what makes it so freaking funny,
The
though.
majority of Marvel Studios movies are generally in a family-friendly thing. Where, like, if your
Exactly.
kids were around, it's not like, honey, get the kids and go to North Dakota, bro. We're watching Black Panther. You know, like, you could get the kids together and watch it together.
Well,
With
that's
Deadpool,
the problem. Exactly. So Deadpool, go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
you did?
Oh, I thought you were okay.
That's not.
But
I'm
guess-
gonna cut her off now to make a statement. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead.
But Deadpool is not that type of movie. You don't say,
No.
all right, kids, let's go to the movies and watch Deadpool. Or
Mm-mm.
so if they're going to incorporate Deadpool into what these movies are, essentially they're going to edit the crap out of him and make
Agreed.
him just like the other ones, which I doubt that he's going to want.
Agreed. I agree 100%.
I mean, I gotta say, like, I could not agree more with what you just said. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you take out Deadpool's crude nature, you got nothing. That kind of
Yes.
showed when 2019, I think it was 2019, when they made Once Upon a Deadpool, which was basically a PG-13 version of Deadpool 2 for the holidays.
Yes.
And a lot of people said that it lost its charm completely after
Did we watch
they
it?
kind of watered him down. We didn't watch it.
I don't
it was
think
like a limited
so.
theatrical
Maybe we should watch
release.
it so we can see how
It's a
a
Christmas movie
non-crazy.
as well.
Because I mean,
that-
let's
it's a
all right.
knockoff of the Princess Bride, where Deadpool reads Fred something, the main guy from Princess Bride, bedtime story, and it's just Deadpool 2 but censored, basically.
Okay, so I don't want to discredit Ryan Reynolds' ability to act in these things.
I don't think
So
it's
it's
the
not. He's
acting.
not just constantly. I mean, he's a lot of times he is, but like
But I'm
there's
sorry
other
to
things
cut
that
you
are
off,
things that
but
could be said.
This is the thing. Yeah, there are other things that can be said, but the fighting scenes also are extremely graphic. They're not like the scenes from Avengers where a punch, punch, kick. Well, let me do a
But
flip.
if it's not his
It's
movie,
not
you
like
don't
that.
need to do that though. Like that, no, like in his movie, you want to see it that way. But when you're watching all the other people fight, it doesn't.
He literally has 2 swords in the back to chop it up, to like chop people up and shit. Like,
You mean dismember?
how do you think? How is he gonna fight in any other way where it's not like freaking bloody cut, chop, like, you know what I'm
Well, he
saying?
also got guns,
I mean,
so he could
there's
shoot
people-
He's got
Yeah.
guns too. Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, they're introducing Blade, remember? And
Like
he's got swords.
Captain America just throwing a shield, right? And punch, kick.
I mean, doesn't
By the way,
what's her name?
Black Widow has guns.
Black Widow has guns.
Yeah, she shoots people.
Hawkeye shoots people
the
with
bow
arrows.
and arrow, but they don't show it, but that's like from a distance. If you have swords, they're right there. Like, how are you gonna make that look pretty?
And I think Marvel is
just don't show the
starting to
blood.
get less afraid of showing more like adult heroes. Like Blade is confirmed to be coming to the MCU. Even though we discussed in a podcast prior, a few or two or something like that it halted production for a little bit there.
Yeah.
But it'll get back in the swing of things. It is 100% happening. And supposedly there's rumors that the Punisher will be coming to the Marvel Universe. And
Ooh, the
he's
Punisher.
a pretty crude hero.
Remember the
so,
Punisher?
well, quote unquote.
Punisher was really good.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
They're gonna have to adapt, and there are gonna be some movies that are just not for
Not
everybody.
for kids. Yes,
Listen,
that's
the
the
vast
thing. They want
majority
to bring
of
in
people
the
who are
most
going-
money, so
Yeah.
they want to make it for everybody.
But kids are not the main audience for this shit.
Exactly.
It's the 30-something-year-olds that are going over there with their freaking Batman t-shirt.
Yes.
And they're,
What?
And they're walking in there with their
Batman
capes
t-shirt
and
to see
shit.
the
Marvel,
Avenger.
you say?
Honestly.
Wrong reference, CMoney. Wrong reference.
Jeez.
Sorry, they're
Jeez.
Spider-Man tights.
There you go.
There
Better.
we go.
Better.
Going in there with their little web slingers on their arm from Toys R
Yeah.
Us.
So
You know what I'm saying? And they're going in there and they're
that's
watching the Civ.
Yeah.
No kids allowed in there.
It's a wild place with 30-year-olds. Ooh. But yeah. It just kind of activates something in them. Like the way Activision confirmed that Call of Duty is coming for 2023. There's been some rumors floating around that Activision might just, not release Call of Duty for 2023. But they said, what you heard, it's happening. Call of Duty is
course,
coming.
fuck what you heard. Did you hear how much money Call of Duty made?
Yeah.
It's
And that's just
obscene
the
amount
start
of
of
money.
it.
So
It is literally obscene.
supposedly, what I'm hearing is that Sledgehammer Games is supposed to be making it, and supposedly it's not a actual 100% new title.
Why?
That it's a expansion of Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2.
Well, Modern Warfare 2, like New Horizons.
Oh my god.
Animal Crossing reference.
Call of
right
Duty
there.
Modern Warfare 2
Mhm,
returns.
mhm.
They go into Animal Crossing and shoot all the characters.
What? What the fuck? No.
I would pay to shoot Tom Nook.
Oh
Same.
man, That
That's
got
not
done.
nice, Madman.
See, Nintendo needs to expand their horizon. There needs to be an Animal Crossing battle royale. Everybody lands on the island. One person become Tom's Nook.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
That would be so
That
dope.
would be
Imagine a
crazy. I'm not
gunfight between
against
Isabel
it.
and
That's
KK.
kinda
That would be so
super-
fire, bro.
That's kind of super cool.
You like
That would be
click knock
insane.
knock. You click knock knock, and like one of them open the door, like hi buddy, and then pop up
Listen, that's a big graphic for Animal Crossing.
a little bit.
But I mean,
It would be dope.
Tom
Nintendo,
Nook.
don't take my ideas. If I see an Animal Crossing battle royale, I'm coming
This guy-
for you. My lawyers will be ready. We are coming hard. Do not steal my idea without reaching out to moi.
Never.
Okay?
Yeah,
Call it
Think
what it
it's
is.
safe, considering the fact that there was a huge problem because they posted of. By the way, this whole Twitter thing, it's insane. Everybody's certified now.
Mm.
All right, verified, whatever the
Verified.
heck is supposed to be.
Yes.
And someone pretending, I think, to be Nintendo, posted a picture of Mario giving the middle finger.
That's true.
And it was taken down within 2 hours. They caught
3
a
hours,
whiff
I
of
think.
it. Yes. And then they shut down the account for a little bit. And that was that. But this Twitter nonsense is going crazy. So I don't think Nintendo is going to be okay with any freaking shooting taking place in
Probably
Animal
not. Or
Crossing.
maybe Splatoon version of it. You know what I'm saying? Throw
Oh my
some
God,
paint around,
gunfire. Oh my
drown
God.
them in the paint. You know, you grab their heads and just
Well, the
stick it
bean,
underneath
the
the paint.
bean. What are those balls with the little
Bean bags?
Yes, there you go. Knock them out
Just
from
knocking
that.
them the fuck out. A lot of concussions going on. No, but Activision coming out with this expansion makes sense. They're not going to go a year without something to take your money. And frankly, I mean,
They shouldn't.
they shouldn't.
People want the
I
games.
want another
People
one.
are buying it. So
can't wait to
why
play
the
this
heck would
Modern
they
Warfare 2.
stop? Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's
Especially-
common sense.
Now,
honestly.
if the deal goes through before then, whose money is this?
Xbox.
Is Xbox getting a cut of this money?
It's only their money.
There you go. So either they're gonna get it, or Activision needs to keep on making that money and
The
have
deal's
that
gonna
money
go through
flow.
by June.
I think so.
It'll definitely be done before.
Who knows? Xbox is like, yo, just say you're gonna make another one. Here's the money. Start making this
Like,
shit.
please.
You see the money coming in
We
right
beg
now?
you.
Shoot.
Like, I mean, come on. Like, how could they not make another Call of Duty for 1 year? They're just gonna be like, we're too lazy to do it. Someone else do it, please. PlayStation, make it. I don't know anymore. This is ridiculous. But honestly, I just like when things are straight to the point. Like the fact that HBO Max hit 95 million subscribers. I mean, honestly. Yeah, they had a bunch of content cuts, but yes, they've been doing even better on HBO Max pulling in subscribers. What do you guys think about that?
Well, they had we said that they were in a different podcast that they were making a bunch of cuts, and
That's true.
now they
Discovery.
have a lot more subscribers. So obviously that didn't affect it. They were just trimming the fat. They were looking at
God damn
projects.
I was just gonna say that they were not cutting content, but trimming the.
Yes, they had a lot of open projects that were just going to be more expense than anything else.
garbage.
Exactly. So they decided, instead of throwing even more money to the situation, let's put a stop to that and let's just cut our losses, and that's that.
Yep.
And sometimes you got to people don't need to understand everything, right? Because that's for them to understand. It's pretty obvious that they're making cuts for a reason. It wasn't working out. Who knows? Maybe they'll rent out, sell out the rights to some of the stuff they were making and, make some money. Because there's
Yeah.
also a hefty debt that they've got going on, no?
Yeah, they're $2 billion in debt right now. I mean, it's kind of a little ugly right now, the whole situation. Like,
Listen.
one of their products, Batman the Caped Crusader, I think it is. A bunch of people like Netflix, even Apple, even Disney are looking to buy that ish. Even Amazon, like, slowly there's a little stuff going on behind the scenes.
Listen, there's never ugly if you find out and if you make the right moves about it, right? The point is that they didn't freaking go under. They recognize they have a freaking problem going on and that debt is building up. So they did what they needed to do. No matter how much people kicked and complained about the nonsense that they were doing, they did what they had to do for them. Now, what I hope is that they don't sell these rights on desperation. Like, oh my gosh, we do need this money. And they take their stance and see what they have and what could be done with it before they go ahead and freaking sell for less than what they should.
You know what? But this is the thing. They're just licensing it out.
That's true
So
too.
they're
It's
not
not
selling
like, here,
Batman.
take this
You know what I'm saying?
for you
They're
to
selling.
keep.
They're saying, okay, we have this movie. Do you want to make it? Or, You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to foot the bill? Do you want to pay to make this movie?
Yep.
You keep whatever you keep. We get a percentage of it. And
It's
that's
the
it.
best way to
that's
do
a
it
smart thing to
sometimes.
do.
Yeah,
It's
instead of
still your
having that
property.
sitting there. Yes.
Absolutely. So it's better to just,
It'll come back to you.
let them make whatever the hell they want to make. Have them bid over it. It's a bidding war. You're going to make the
Yes.
most of it. And whoever does it, does it. Now, what I think is I'm not hoping, but what it looks like is the gaming side of Warner Brothers is because Gotham Knights shit the bed.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
people liked it, by the way. People like it a lot, actually. It's just that critically, it got pretty destroyed. But people do like it. So what I'm wondering is this going to put them back in that position where people are talking about people buying the WB gaming
Oh yeah, that was the thing going around
you know what
for
I'm
a
saying?
while.
Are they going to pick up those studios? Are they going to pick up, Xbox was in the ring before. I'm wondering if after this deal closes, or whether they're going to scoop them up. I mean, like this studio got Montreal, whatever, the one who just made Gotham Knights. They're not the A team. Like the A team is Rocksteady. We haven't seen their game. Their game comes out next year, right?
Yeah, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League or something like that.
Yeah. So that's going to be really the test of whether or not they still got it, because they made those 3 Batman Arkham games that were each master class in game design. Like they were all just phenomenal. But then that's it. And for that came out in 2015.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years. They haven't made a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? By the time the game comes out next year, it'll be 8 years.
Oh my
Like that's
God.
8 years. That's a whole fucking lifetime.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to technology and video games, yes.
Technology, everything. So it's like, dude, like, what have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like
we
Call
can
of
say the same
Duty's on a
thing.
freaking roll. Like they make one
They're
every
so
freaking
good,
year.
bro.
Their games are freaking phenomenal.
Their games
It's
are good.
always different.
Yep.
It's always exciting. You see the freaking trailer and you're like, what the heck? Who put this shit together? It's like it's every year. They've been able to consistently make a fantastic game that sells like freaking
Dude, in that same 8
Crazy.
years, they released 8 games.
exactly.
And they kept getting better. This is going to be their first game out the gate in a long time. They might not be good
It's
anymore.
just like I don't even
Agreed.
know. Like it's
You know what I'm
like they just jumped headfirst into Batman because remember they made one game before their whole Batman fucking escapade, and that was Urban Chaos Riot Response back in May 19th, 2006 for the original Xbox and PS2. And then they went straight into Batman Arkham Asylum, and then they went their whole Batman thing with Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and now Suicide Squad. So they actually don't have a pretty petty resume, but all their games have been bangers for the most part. So yeah, I mean I don't know. What is that? To say?
But that's the thing. They've been bangers, and that's great. But they were bangers in a very specific game, with which being Batman, right? It was a very specific character. So, I mean, they did. Arkham Asylum was a game changer. Their combat, they created that combat system, and that has been copied ever since. So every like modern 3D fighting like brawler game where you're action adventure game where you're out there, they're the ones who started it in any meaningful way where it's actually of a good quality. So I don't think there's anything new that they're going to be able to bring to the table come, Suicide Squad, especially if we find out like they've been helping with Gotham Knights, or sharing technology or something. That would really suck.
I doubt it.
But I
'Cause
don't
they
know,
don't wanna
man.
work
That
about
video they
Batman
showed,
anymore.
the gameplay trailer for Suicide Squad was not that impressive.
I mean, it was fine.
It was fine. Exactly. It
It's
wasn't
never
like,
impressive.
oh, I mean, new things are impressive. Freaking,
No, I'm sorry.
Like Hellblade 2.
yeah, that's fucking impressive. Oh my God. I can't, there's so many cool looking shit come out. But the point is that we have no idea about this game. I'm excited for it, but what's going to come from it, we don't know. So maybe they're waiting. Maybe nobody wants to fucking touch them because what have they done? In their other studio, same amount of time hasn't done shit.
That's
the people
the
who
problem.
made
This is
Shadows
the
of
thing.
Mordor.
So many people out there making games. So many people want to make games. So many people trying to
Yep.
get a job in this industry. Like, it's not the time to lay around for 8 freaking years.
Yeah, dude,
and
you gotta put some shit out, man.
yeah, anything.
Literally at
Make
this
a
point.
freaking short movie.
Yeah, just give us something. Jesus. You gotta be relevant, man.
Remind people why they should want to use you. Don't rely
That's
on
how
a
good-
name that you had
But
8
that's
fucking
how
years
good
ago.
those games were. That they still hold that
As a
name.
resume
exactly.
from it's like 8 years ago. Like, show me what you can do.
Yeah, but people are still fucking excited for it, and they're ready to see what they do. So
Well,
Jeez,
what is
Warner
Bo?
Brothers? Like they
What is
probably
We'll
hear
see.
stuff about this all the time. Warner Brothers like, calm down, guys. These guys are professionals. They're the best. Come on, they're not just lying down on the job, and they're lying down on the job. So, like, ish. I'm intrigued. We'll have to see if Suicide Squad lives up to the hype, or if there's hype at all, which there is. But I don't know. Can it blow everything they did before away, or will this just be an extension of it? And is that a good thing, or I don't know. Ugh.
We'll see.
We'll
It's only
find out.
wait and see, right?
I don't
That's
know.
right.
The future of gaming is very intriguing.
The
Maybe
future.
we'll get to a point where we have full dive VR technology. I mean, just imagine
Oh
a
my
world
God.
like that. And there's some media that have tried to bring that dream alive. And one
It's
that was a
not a
very
dream.
successful light novel and series sort of online. And this year, 2022, November 6th, was the day that the storyline in its fictional world had begun. And there was an event all about it to announce new films and video games for the franchise going forward. This is impressive. If you're into that kind of stuff, like, I don't know. I personally love Sword Online, and it's very well made. The show basically follows this guy who is like a super professional. He was a humongous gamer, sort of like CMoney, and he gets Sword Art Online on day one, and everyone expects to have a jolly good time. But then they pop in the disc, they hop on their headsets, and everyone's having a fucking blast until the guy who created Sword Art Online comes down like some Grim Reaper god from the sky. He's like, you will all not be able to log out because this game does not end until one of you beats that game. And until then, you have to survive. And if you die in this game, you die in real life. So yeah, literally the game is a fight for life and a fight to end the game and to basically to stay alive. True tensions are in the air. Literally, your life is on the line. You have to fight for your life. And like literally the first 12 episodes takes place online. Everything else is just a whole bunch of goofy shit. But the first 12 episodes were pretty fire. So yeah.
What the fuck was all of that shit?
So wait,
But Netflix is doing a live action version, so maybe you'll like it then.
They're doing what?
I have no idea.
A full dive event. It basically describes a bunch of like they announced a new movie, a new video game called Last Recollection, a bunch of fun stuff.
Okay, so from their series, only the first 12 episodes were good.
Well, no. It was all good, but it was the only one that had the death game in it. Everything else had literally nothing to do with it. It just went to different games. Some of them had the killing thing where I think season 2, there was like, it was the whole thing. They left that whole death game up behind. Now it's just like finding actual killers who find people through the games and try to kill them in real life.
So then they no longer
it becomes an interesting thing.
No longer risk of dying inside the headset.
Yeah. However, season 2, there was a thing where there was like a tournament and it was an innocent thing. Like no one really died in real life. But then one of the players who gets killed, doesn't wake up in real life, who is completely inactive, and his body is found dead in the headset. And there's like some shady-ish that happens. And as the story continues, they sort of tie back to the original Sword Art Online, how Sword Art Online never truly died and stuff like that. And it becomes interesting. But yeah, that's cool. This was a big push for Oculus creator Palmer Luckey. Palmer Luckey's the fellow who created Oculus, the beautiful headsets that we all don. And Storyline was basically that showed him that VR like that could be possible. And in honor of the Storyline's start, he created a headset that can legit kill you in honor of Sword Art Online. Now there's only one unit made.
Why would anybody do anything like this?
One unit was made, and it's like locked away somewhere. He just took pictures of it, and he's like, this exists, but no one better use it. I don't want a lawsuit. So, yeah.
Okay, so he spent his time making a headset that can literally, like, kill someone. That's insane. Like that's freaking crazy. Now, how did he find out? Like, what is in this headset that can literally kill? Did he
he's actually
test
dead.
this
He's
out?
actually dead.
The technology is proven to kill. It has these 3 like tubes that come out of it, and it ties with the brain or something.
You know what's
like
a headset that will kill you?
The code.
Take a microwave, keep it plugged in, stick your head in that bitch, turn it on, boom. VR death. There's Sword Art Online.
Hey, you know how I died? I played a VR game, Beat Saber, for too long. That's funny.
Who the heck will spend their time? And this is crazy. Just spend your time and energy.
That kid made Oculus and sold that shit to Facebook for billions of dollars. I think it was like $2 billion.
That's insane.
$4 billion. I don't know.
So he has the time and money to
So he has the time and money to do stupid fucking shit.
Stupid shit.
Oh my god.
Just the fact that we're talking about this.
It's ridiculous.
It's literally stupid. I know.
So, Palmer,
you know what isn't stupid?
Move on in life, bro.
Netflix. Netflix is the opposite of stupid. They keep confirming things left and right. They are the near indefinition of stupid. And you know what's so unstupid of them? That they confirmed a Gears of War live action movie and adult animated series. Yes, don't trash talk the animation because it's for adults. And
now,
they're
by
having a live action
adult
series
animated series, you're not referencing adult animated series.
Huh?
It's not like hentai.
Whoa! What I mean, that there's blood, there's guns. Think about like Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They're not going to try and cutesy coats it because it's like, oh, it's animated, so it's a Disney lucky go. Marcus Phoenix is whistling while he's fucking shooting sort of thing.
Okay.
It's going to be some real it's going to be crazy.
Wait, I thought it was live action, the Gears of War.
The movie is live action.
The movie's live
series is
action.
After that comes out, they're going to make a adult cartoon.
Well, I'm happy for the movie.
Adults.
If they have, obviously, Netflix has the money.
They do.
So if they give them the money to make the settings as they did the video game, which was absolutely stunning.
Especially if they go back to the first one.
Yes.
Emergence
Oh my
Day,
gosh.
when all the fucking things were erupting from the
If
ground
they
out of nowhere.
spend the money to bring
man,
this to
that would be
life,
epic, bro.
that would be insane.
Dave Bautista, baby.
That would be crazy.
Batista needs to be Marcus Phoenix.
How do you feel, CMoney? Because I know you're a big fan of the Gears
I
of
love
War.
Gears
How
of
do you
War.
feel about them? Because I know we got the Halo show on Paramount, which is
I'm glad
fantastic.
it's on Netflix. I'm glad it's
You're
on
glad
Netflix.
it's on Netflix, but how do you feel about the fact that they're not doing a show, they're actually making a movie?
I feel like a movie is good for Gears because Gears is very action, less story, more action.
Okay, so
You
you,
know what I'm saying?
wanted just like an
So
action movie
I want
done.
the action movie. It could be a long movie. Give
Yes.
me 2.5 hours. That would be dope. Long movie, but give me the Emergence Day.
Yes.
That's all I need because that's all it is. Emergence Day was just a popcorn action film. You know what I'm saying? Like it's things blowing up, things erupting from the ground, and let's get the story of these soldiers making it happen, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good if they put the budget that it could be.
If they put the budget, they get the right people to act in the movie.
It's gonna be anytime you have creatures like the locusts and things like that you're gonna have
Yes.
to make. That's where things might get suspect.
Well, yes, of
Are they
course.
going to make them look really good? Or are
Yes.
they going to look super real? Or are they going to look like puppets?
Keep it. No. It's a Jim Henson company. They're actually
you
having
go.
fucking Kermit coming from the ground.
Got the Muppet babies
Hey, it's the
popping up.
Muppet Show. No, like.
So, look, I love Halo, and Halo was really good on Paramount
It was.
Plus. I know people
was-
are haters.
There's one episode
What
that was
episode?
just so bad
Which
that
one?
I didn't care for.
one? What?
And
Which
Twitter
one was that?
agreed with
For
me.
what?
The one where they left the Master Chief story and they followed
The little girl.
the girl in the beginning. Yes.
Oh, that other girl
Oh
that
my
had no
God.
purpose.
I was like, why? I wanted to like grab my eyes and just
Torch them
Well,
out.
That
yeah,
was unnecessary.
that was freaking
unnecessary.
why. I don't want to know anymore about this character. Just stick to the story.
I mean,
To the
characters that
chief.
are
Yes.
like super soldiers. I mean, honestly, come on.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I really love Halo. So that was a fantastic storyline.
Now
I
remember,
know-
here's a
I know
real
the
question.
world is pissed because it wasn't the Halo lore per se, 100%.
Actually, that
but it's
is
a
what the
different
point I'm
thing.
trying to get to. Is Gears of War going to be an adaptation or its own timeline? Because remember, the Halo series is not canon to the video games.
Yeah,
So
but
if
see, I
you
feel like
play
a
one
movie.
or see the
I
other-
feel like a movie could be lore because it could be just a retelling of that.
Yes.
no, it's
that
what
makes
if.
it
It's what
easier.
if. It plays a bit differently.
There's a lot to fill in, a lot of gaps when it comes to a show.
Yep.
Because of the amount of episodes, even though they don't make shows as you
Well,
know,
you can go
with
more in
the,
depth with the shows.
the seasons as long as they used to do them back in the day. But
Yeah.
those episodes have to be filled in. And I mean, if you can't appreciate something for what it is, then I don't know what to tell you. You know,
Yeah.
like obviously it wasn't gonna
Agreed.
be exactly the game, because if it was exactly the game, it would just be the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is
They
mostly
need
just
to-
Master Chief and
Shooting.
aliens.
Exactly. So they needed depth. They needed more story.
needed
They needed
characters.
characters. They needed to make these characters likable, compelling. Like it all had to go well together, and it did. I thought it was a fantastic
And mind
show.
you, they did bring back Cortana's voice for
yes,
the Halo
which
series.
was great.
Which
Which
that's a
is
good thing.
not Jennifer Hale.
What's
and
her name?
Instead, Jennifer Taylor
Yes,
Of course.
voices
Of course.
There you
Cortana,
go. There you
which
go.
we learn.
Yes,
We must
The hard
never
way.
mix
The
that up.
hard
God
way.
forbid we mix it up. Oh my
the
god.
hard way.
That would be a
Madman.
weird timeline where we mix that up. The whole world would just end. Oh my
Madman, have you played Gears of War?
I have played a little bit of Ultimate Edition, and I think I might have played a bit of 4, but I'm not an expert on the series like CMoney is.
Do
That's
you
where
like?
my money's at.
Do you
C-Money.
like the world?
The world is intriguing. It's graphically very impressive.
Right?
Doodle has
It
played
is. I
Gears of War
have.
because
Woo.
Doodle has played Gears of War with me.
Yes, I
And
have.
we beat Maybe the first one.
Yeah, the first, maybe first
Maybe
and
the
second,
first two.
but
We need
for
to redo
sure the first one. And it's till this day you can put that game on and it's freaking stunning.
Yeah, they're
You
beautiful.
walk
games.
through it, the freaking architecture in that game is stunning. So it's definitely something I'm excited to see when they bring to the screen.
Yeah,
the
I
movie.
did beat Halo
Right.
Combat Evolved 2, 3, and 4 with CMoney. And they were solid games, definitely, for sure. So I think that, even though they might not always
Did he say they
be
were
a hit,
solid?
they might be little stinkers every
He said
so often.
solid, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to bringing these iconic films, like video games to film and stuff like that, it can be hard. It can be a rough transition. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. But we've seen that Netflix has been able to handle themselves with the likes of Arcane and the Cuphead show and The Witcher. And I think that they can really handle themselves. And speaking of The Witcher, their Witcher won't stop witchering because The Witcher Blood Origin was announced for Netflix by Netflix.
Yes. Wow.
The trailer looks good.
Go
Really
check out that trailer if you liked if you're watching The Witcher, the show, go check out this trailer. It looks really good. I am all in. I'm ready to watch it. Let's go. Now, we all know that I've
But
been
hold on. How can you be down to watch this if Henry
Geralt's
Cavill
not in it.
It's a
Geralt's not in
different
it.
show.
in it.
No,
It's a
Geralt's not
different
in it.
show.
How could you
And
ever
now I'm
watch a
just-
Witcher show?
What's the
that's
shimmy you got
Henry-
going on over there, Steve Money?
It's in that
Why are you
universe. It's still in the
shimmying while you're
timeline.
telling me this, huh?
However, it has nothing to do
Oh my
with
God.
Henry Cavill.
Listen, it is-
Geralt.
Yes, it's a different story.
So what you're saying is that if Henry Cavill is not in The Witcher, then you could still watch it and enjoy it.
No.
So if that was exactly the same, but except one of the characters was
Played by Michael
Liam,
Jordan.
Blech.
it would have been trash. If it looked identical.
Listen.
Okay.
You can't. First of all, we're talking about somebody, right? Me. Hello. Mad at Netflix right now because of the mess they made of The
But
Witcher.
you're not mad enough to say I'm not going to watch this one.
Well, this is a whole different branch.
You want to cancel The Witcher, but not this Witcher.
Yes.
Cancel
exactly.
The Witcher,
You
guys.
got my point.
The Witcher.
Listen,
No one
this
likes
is the
it
thing.
anymore.
I am not okay that they think that they're just going to swap the actors and it's like, all right, dandy. Now,
Well, they're not pulling a fast one. Oh, they announced it.
yes,
It's
but
not like
then,
you just watched it and like, hold on. That's not Henry.
well, they
Fools.
announced it, but the fact that they're trying to change them and act as if it's the same guy.
Well, they
Although
announced
they're
that it's a
telling-
different guy. They didn't just be like,
Listen,
hey, he's been the same guy the
listen.
whole time. They're not gaslighting us.
Listen, they're telling us that they're going to swap them, but you can't switch an actor in the middle of things.
It's not in the middle. It's after the trilogy.
Listen, okay? After the 3 first seasons, you
Mm-hmm.
can't give me this Witcher and then say, oh, you got a new Witcher.
You know why
come
they could?
Season
Let
4.
me
You
tell you.
can't, no.
Money.
Then name it season 1, redo, or start all over, or pick somewhere
Check
else.
it out.
Like, end that chapter
The Witcher
first.
game had 3 games. Henry is the original trilogy. He made 3 seasons. There's 3 games. There's going to be a new Witcher game, and it's probably not going to be the same exact person. So that person's going to start the new trilogy, and guess what? So is Liam. Get used to it.
That was
The
rough.
Witcher's
C-Money.
coming back.
It was rough,
Dang.
C-Money.
We gonna watch it. Okay?
Oh
I'm
my
watching
God.
shit.
You gonna
See,
watch
Money
that
dropped
shit.
a bombshell. My
fucking
eyes
watch
I'm
The
watching
Witcher.
it. I'm watching it. I'm
My
gonna
ears
watch
are
it.
watch it.
Yeah,
You
for
don't
sure,
love it.
for sure. But I am so annoyed. Okay, I ain't gonna be happy
Let
about
everybody
it.
know how annoyed you are.
Yeah, for
as
sure.
you watch it.
All I'm saying
Yeah.
is that if they should have said it like this, they should have just said, "Listen, we're closing this chapter. Come season 4, we're gonna continue with the new Witcher. Make it. Don't hit me from the side while I'm not looking and be like, hey, I just punched you on the side of the head. Take this. No.
But
And-
you weren't looking because you were just not looking.
I was in
'Cause
La
they
La
are
Land,
telling
happy
you right
as can
here.
be, because
This is after the season 3 didn't even come out yet.
no,
They're
I'm
telling you
pissed.
before.
Before season 4,
Got it.
that's how generous Netflix is. Like, don't get comfortable with him being in season 3, because he'll be gone. Then I'm like,
supposedly,
nah,
the
you
new
don't mean
info
that.
that was released is that he does not want to continue being The Witcher because of the direction that they were taking.
Who said that? I want to hear the
Everybody
quote.
said it.
I want to hear the quote from
Everybody said
Henry,
All right.
who said that he didn't like where the direction was going, so
Actually,
he
here's
turned
the
down
thing,
millions
here's the
of
thing.
dollars.
You know, I was
Go on,
going to
Madman.
say this for later, but everyone's a bit tense. So yeah, Doodle is not alone. People are very upset about the recasting.
Thank you.
There's a huge petition going in place that they'd rather just fire the writers and keep Cavill and vice versa.
Yes. Bye-bye, writers.
So they want Henry
There's
Cavill to
nothing
show up
right.
on stage
There's
and
nothing
not say
right.
no words. No words.
It's in sign
nothing.
language.
Toss a coin to the Witcher.
In sign language.
That's some stupid ass
Listen,
shit to
those
say.
are words, Madman. What?
That was not cool, man.
What?
So,
Sign language are words.
It's a language, but with signs.
Yeah. Which
which
are
they
words.
still need a script for.
Oh.
Anyways,
Oh.
so the script already exists within the game. The writers don't need to be like, you know what I'm saying? Who do we need? We need the actor. Bring him back.
How about we get rid of all of them and bring back the actual actor who actually is
The
Geralt.
voice of
Geralt
of
the
the
Witcher.
game.
Yes.
Mm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so let's delete season 3 before it comes out.
How can you do this to me, CMoney? How can you say
Now
such
it's
words?
like, guys,
Oh, my God.
Doug Cockle is now Witcher. Who the heck is that? The video game Witcher. Uh-huh. And? I don't know. He's not hype at all.
Listen, Liam just doesn't make any sense. Unless this guy's going to start. When is this season starting to film? Hit up that
I don't know.
protein, wear some high heels.
High heels.
I don't know.
High
I don't know.
heels.
Dude's
Got it.
done.
Got
All
it.
right? I got it. We got to see him in
All
costume.
the major action stars train in high heels.
No, for height. When they're like recording the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do some good camera angles like they do with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise should be the new Witcher.
Oh my god. No, every
you go.
season just gonna replace The Witcher. Hey, you like that? John Cena's The Witcher.
There you
The Rock as The Witcher.
Oh my gosh, you literally just made it worse and just made Liam just a
Sound
little
good.
better when
You're
he
welcome.
just
Hey,
when
I
he
tried, I
said
tried.
no. He just said John Cena. No, thank you.
No.
Season
No.
7, Kermit is The Witcher.
Wrong.
Oh my God.
Oh. No, they framed it as if they're just changing directions because of like the contract. He's leaving, blah blah blah. It's not.
He has to do Superman, bro.
I'm not happy with it. But
Listen,
I'm just one person.
rainy days come.
I'm sure I'll get over it. There are plenty of
And
shows
go.
out there, but I'm really annoyed that they would do that. Listen, Netflix, if you're gonna go ahead and commit to something that's like a big deal to people watching, like maybe figure things out. Don't hit us with like you're gonna have to figure out how far these things can go before you get us all up on it and figure out how you're gonna keep these actors there and happy throughout the duration of the show, right? Like you gotta have an idea how far this can potentially go if the show's a hit.
Yeah. 3 seasons.
Gosh darn it, they're doing season 4. They're changing the actor.
Oh, gone wrong.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Listen, I don't like how fast you moved on from this situation, CMoney.
Because
This is our show. You got me
Hashtag,
hooked on it. And
he's
now
not
you're
the real
okay with
Witcher
him
anyway.
being gone?
Oh my god, you
That's because
untapped
I was
the
hooked
inner
to the game.
CMoney fan. CMoney's
Lies.
fanboy
Lies.
is coming out.
Lies.
It's gushing
All
out.
right, Madman, I can't keep going with this topic.
My heart is throbbing.
Yes, it's Christmas season. I can't be feeling this way. Let's go.
My heart
Cheer
is-
me up. What you got?
Here, I'm here to cheer you all up. Netflix has more news for us all. Sequels to Monster and The Watcher. Because The Watcher is always watching us. Netflix is watching us right now. Did you understand that?
Did you?
I don't
Yeah.
know, that's the better question, to be honest with
The
you.
immense popularity of series Monster and The Watcher have garnered enough attention for Netflix to notice and confirm sequels to both.
Okay. So we
So
didn't
the-
watch any of these. So
Well, we watched
And
the
I'm
first
okay with
episode of
that.
Monster and it didn't go so great.
yeah. So okay, they're making more. Sounds dope. good for them.
Good
Well,
for
the
them
Watcher-
and whoever's
I mean,
watching this
So
stuff.
mostly the Watcher's really good. Doodle did see a little bit, and she was scared out her pants.
Well, she saw the trailer.
Yeah, that was enough. Thank you very much.
And Monster has the character. It takes out the character that you all despise. Yeah, basically, Dahmer's not in the next one, probably because he's dead, but also because they're gonna focus on a new Monster Society. So they confirmed that they're making a 2 and 3, Monster 2 and 3, and every monster installment is gonna have a new monster at forefront.
Is
So,
Sully going to be in it?
Huh? Who?
Sully.
Sully?
Monsters Inc.
Oh my God, Sully!
The only actual monster movie that anyone cares about.
Monster, the Mike Wazowski story.
Listen, they're doing this because of the popularity, and I'm sure it was unexpected how well this show was going to do.
Of course not. It's the third most successful Netflix series of all time.
Yeah, so they're not getting off that train anytime soon. They
No.
realize there are people out there enjoying the crap out of this crazy shit, and they're going to keep going until people are not watching it anymore.
Well, real crime has always been popular. Serial killer stuff has always been popular. They had the Ted Bundy movie they made a while back. They've done things like that before. They've been successful. But Dahmer was unparalleled success in the serial killer docuseries sort of format. And it blew up. No one expected it. Now, can these new monsters of society replicate Dahmer's success and appeal? Who knows? Like, Netflix might just be throwing money at a hole, and it might just do nothing.
It may have also been timing, right? It may have been because
It came out during a Halloween season.
Exactly. Maybe
Maybe they're
that's
just going to keep releasing them.
And
during
people
the
are always
holidays.
Maybe
looking
they
to
are.
scare the out of each other
I
during the
suggest
Halloween
they stick
season.
to that.
And you know what they say? True horror is the scariest horror. So, it probably scares the shit out of people, and they probably challenge other people like, I dare you to watch this. And then they're like, okay, I'll try. And, they somehow did it. But we couldn't do it because we don't have strength. The Watcher, that's a true story as well. But no one's scared. So, yeah, basically, it continues the original story's arc, and it basically continues it forward with the second season. After the plot twist of an ending of season 1, now they're wrapping the whole story up like a bow. And who knows, maybe they'll finally going to extend it. Who knows?
All right.
So,
That's
I don't
a
know. The
great
Netflix train has been
idea.
chugga-chugging, but we're here to hit you with a little bit of disappointment, y'all, because if you don't have a premium account for Netflix, you're going to be getting ads, because Netflix has introduced a new ad tier system. The more you pay, the less ads. We are, unfortunately, in a place where we can have no ads to worry about, because we got it premium. But there's levels to the Netflix service, Netflix account
But do
that
you
you can get.
do you understand that it's a benefit?
Exactly.
It's not a down. It's not a sad thing. It's a, hey, if you can't afford to have Netflix, now you can just watch Netflix with some ads like you were watching TV.
Well, no.
So
it's not
now they're
free.
basically
no,
making
it's not
Netflix a TV station.
No. What they're doing is that there are different tiers of Netflix, right?
I thought it was going to be free with ads.
No, you gotta
No.
pay $6.99 and you'll get ads.
No.
So,
It's
yeah.
definitely not free. I don't think that Netflix is in that kind of business. Okay.
But
now
it's not free because the ads.
they are late to the game essentially because Hulu does this. They do it in on the other Disney Plus doesn't do that. Or do they? And I just don't know about it.
They don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like
I
that.
mean, they shouldn't go there. This is not what Netflix is about or wasn't about.
I don't know. I think that
Oh.
this is honestly like it's just too much to handle. Like, I don't know what to say. Netflix having ads, that is insane. Like, they pride themselves for so long on having no ads, but now they throw ads at us. It's like, honestly, where are your ideals? I mean,
Okay, but but obviously that doesn't make any sense. They're still just trying to make it cheaper for people. So this is not a negative in any way. The people who are spending money still spend the money, and that's it. It's just that the people who can't afford it can have a cheaper option so that they can actually watch this stuff. It's a non-issue. It's a great thing. It's a helpful thing for the people who can't afford the service. Netflix is not a charity. They need to make the money to pay for the stuff that they pay. So $6.99 plus their ad revenue is going to balance them out. Sounds fair to me.
yeah, hopefully, maybe it all just plays out for the people. Maybe people will be happier about it as it goes on. Maybe people just accept the fact that yes, we live in a timeline where Netflix has ads.
So right now we are almost 2 hours into this podcast,
Bro.
So what I'm going to say is, I think we're going to have one last topic. I want it to be juicy.
But we got 3 more shorter ones. Come on,
we're going to do one last juicy topic.
Gonna be like that. All right, fine.
That's right.
Final Fantasy 16 is reportedly almost ready to go, and Square Enix is allegedly looking to announce a release date by the end of this year. And the PlayStation exclusivity thing, yeah, that's only for 6 months. So the hype was for nothing.
Yeah, that's, honestly, that's like, man, PlayStation is a master at this shit, where they can go ahead and make you think that you have a game coming to your system. This has been years we've been thinking that this game was going to be super exclusive for so long, and it's going to be 6 months. Now, maybe that just means PlayStation exclusive after 6 months, then it's going to go to PC, and it's not coming to Xbox still.
I mean, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Essentially,
I don't know.
This
I just feel like they wouldn't say 6 months if it was just
for
longer.
PC. I think that they would make it very clear that it's 6 months until it hits like PCs.
Yeah, 6 months for PC.
If they're simply saying 6 months only, like they're talking about.
I mean, that's just pathetic. You pay all that money to have it feels like a year, 2 years. Okay.
Well, no,
but it served its purpose, because there's mad people who bought a PlayStation thinking that they were going to have an exclusive Final Fantasy 16.
There are people who bought it thinking that. There's also the people that don't want to wait. They have they have both, right? PlayStation and Xbox, but they don't want to wait the 6 months to play the game. So they're going to get it for PlayStation, right? Yeah. This is a way to lock down the first wave of people who want to play the game ASAP.
Yeah, I just don't understand why video games can't just be like Control 2, which is announced to be in development for Xbox Series XS, PS5, and PC right away, It's effed up,
It is.
It really is. Gosh darn it. Well, it's like when you think about how long it takes, it's like delaying something.
Man.
And then it's like, but like, what if, it's like you think about it and it's like, dang, these video games and these shows and everything, they all take so long. It must suck to be the guy who made a Golden Kamuy Season 4 to have it delayed due to a staff member's death. And that's insane because this show sounds really good. And it's about a guy named Saichi Sugimoto, a veteran of the early 20th century Russo-Japanese War, in his quest to find a huge fortune of gold of the Anai people who helped a younger Inuit girl escape from Aspera or Usurpa. And it sounds pretty dang good. Okay, that is everything we had to say. I had to cram it all in like a burrito from Taco Bell. I'm sorry. It was too little to say for the next podcast. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next podcast. Madman out!